afternoon, Ginger.
Good morning, Blue. How are you? Are you doing okay?
I'm okay. I'm awake, I promise.
How are you this morning?
I'm good. I'm actually good. I am. I've been very
Yeah,
busy here. So, yeah, I'm
yeah.
good. But I'm awake now.
Good, good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, fun and games. So,
Yes, yes.
how's your week been? You been good?
Good, good. Yes. Last weekend I went, my local farmers market has opened up now.
Mm-hmm.
I was super excited to see that. I jetted over there, but it closes at noon. So
Right.
I wasn't able to get through it and see a lot of stuff. So hopefully maybe this weekend I'll be able to go back over there. But I do have something exciting.
Yes.
Yes, we're gonna get some pigs
Yay!
if everything goes right.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna get some pigs this weekend, so I'm super excited. I'm so jazzed.
Oh, that's awesome. Are you getting little piggies?
They're little piglets. Yes, they're only 6 weeks old. I know. I'm so excited.
Oh, they're so scrumptious at that age.
Yeah, and I'll be able to raise them up, and so they're sweet and loving, and and they know me, and they'll be friendly, and I'm still not gonna fall in the pig pen because they eat everything, including you if
Yes.
you sit there too long. So
Yes.
definitely gonna raise them up to be sweet little piggies. So I'm very
Yes.
excited, and
Oh,
hopefully
I'm so excited.
that's gonna happen Saturday morning. I have to be there at 8 a.m. Saturday morning.
Wow, you
Yeah,
have a busy, busy weekend
I
coming up.
know. I do because I have my Georgia Mountain Needle Art Festival is also this weekend. Only happens one time a year, and I am super, super excited. It's
Wow.
amazing.
Peace
Yes. Good
and
morning, Rita.
yay.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes, these are like specialty things that you can get at the Georgia Mountain Needle Art Festival that you can't, I mean, that normally you'd have to order online, like
yeah.
adjustable needles, a whole set of them, with the, it's not string, but the wire that connects them
Mm-hmm.
to, gosh, I can't even remember what they're called now. That's crazy. Um,
Pens, needles.
no, the ones that are the needles that are connected. Why am I drawing a blank on that?
But the needles. You just said it.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, suburban hillbilly. Yeah, so
Oh,
you can get specialty ones. Last year I got some. Oh man, I wish I had one with me. And it's like a green and brown and black marble looking. Oh my gosh, blue. It was beautiful. And they're only about like that long. So it's really easy to hold them for small,
yeah.
intricate projects like socks or something like that. So this is that show where you can actually go and see these things instead of just looking at them online and trying to decide, oh, do I like this
Yeah.
one? Do I like that one? Yeah, so I'm super
Awesome.
stoked about that. And I have my credit card ready to go.
Ah, good for you, honey. Oh, that's
Yes,
awesome.
yes. So, yes, it is a busy weekend.
Oh, bless you.
What about you?
Well, I'll get there in a second. I just want to say hello to chat. We've got Annette over at Annie's Kitchen Urban Homestead. Hello. We've got Not For Nothing Homestead. Gee, hi, Ginger.
Hi.
This is Firestone and Suburban Hillbilly. Hello.
Yes.
How are
Good
you?
morning. Good afternoon. Good evening, wherever you are.
Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Rita. I'm so excited about both. I'm so excited about the
Yes.
pigs, and I'm so excited about the yarn once a year yarn festival. So they're
Yes.
both going to be amazing.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm so excited for you. And we've got a
So,
few weeks to go, and the Viking Festival is going to be back here in York for the first time since the
ooh,
lockdown situation a couple of years ago.
yeah. Oh
I'm
my
really
gosh,
excited
that's
about that
the
'cause
Viking
I
festival, huh?
know. Well, see, York is very historical. It dates back to Roman times, so we have all sorts of stuff coming here, and we've also got, like, it used to be the capital of the UK, or the capital of
Mhm.
Britain, during the times of the Vikings. Now, if you've actually watched the series Vikings, you'll notice that they spend a lot of time in York at one point. Well, that's
Uh-huh.
why, because it was the capital of the UK. And there's a lot of Viking history here. There's a lot of archaeology here. You know, there's all sorts of stuff. And so there is a Viking festival every single year. And it's been dearly missed, because there are people who have hand woven fabrics, handmade
Mm.
fabrics from natural fibers like nettle fabrics and
Yes.
linens, all of things like that. So they've made them themselves, and you can buy those. Incredibly expensive, but amazing.
Wow.
And there's also, greenwood carvers and all sorts of artisans that do a lot of the older crafts that were around at that time, that you can either watch doing it, or you can have a go yourself, or you can buy some of their wares. And it's one of those really nice things. I mean, we have a lot of really nice festivals go on here anyway, but it's one of my favorites, I have to admit.
And food?
Yes, there's definitely food.
I love a festival with food.
I know, right? But unlike,
you get like a big turkey leg, and you can.
well, but there is a lot of places around here that sell a lot of meat, and there's quite a lot of
yes, circular needles.
Yeah, circular needles. They're the ones.
Thank you. I knew it was escaping me. I knew it would come to me, and it came to me via Rita. Thank you, Rita.
So, I mean, it's going to be really exciting. I'm very excited for it, and that's going to be in a few weeks' time. So, yay!
Whoa. Wow. Annie has a gardening festival coming up
next month. What?
What? Oh my God.
That's so awesome. That is so awesome.
I have no words. I mean,
I
would be so excited.
Yeah, I'm off now. I'm going to start walking.
Yeah. Bloo said, I'll see y'all in a bit. I'll be back.
Yeah. Hold my beers.
Hold my beers. Wow. Annie, tell us what kind of stuff well, they probably don't have food, but they have food to grow, and probably all kinds of gardening essentials and every plant. See, I love going to like nurseries and stuff like that, because you can get those plants that you can't get at like the big box stores like Walmart and Lowe's and Home Depot. But I bet this one that she's going to get to go to has so much more those things that you can't get.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that
that's
she's
awesome.
going to do a couple of videos on this, because I would love to see that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
that would be super fun.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We have all sorts of exciting stuff coming up. I mean, like, on the 22nd is Earth Day, as you know. And Dale and I have got together, and we're going to be doing the 4 Hours collaboration, which is reduce, reuse, recycle, and repair. And so we have, I think it's 23 channels who are all going to do a major drop on the 22nd. We're leaving it as an open as well for anyone who hasn't got in touch with us to the end of the month. They're welcome to use the hashtag. They just won't be on the list of the major people who have done it. So, but, you know, we'll add them in on the playlist as we find them and pop up and that kind of stuff. So as long as we're tagged in it, you know?
Yeah.
But
and I put out a short this morning to kind of create a little hype. And on it, it says coming soon or coming April 22nd, Saturday, April 22nd. So kind of telling about it.
I need to see that. Oh, I want to see it now.
Yes. Good morning, Beller Family Farm.
Hey.
Yes. I just thought I would try to put out like a little short, just kind of create a little bit of hype for Earth Day and for our 4 R's. Listen to me, for our 4 R's collaboration on Saturday. So that's going to be fun. So hopefully, yes, if you get a chance, go take a look at that short.
Absolutely will do. Absolutely will do. I mean, like it's such an important thing. And I think a lot of us homesteady types and gardening types, whether you're on a farm or a homestead or an urban homestead or, you know, gardeners or whatever, we all do it because it's a necessity for us. You know, there's things that need to be done. We can't go out and get the stuff to do it, so we need to use what we have around. So, you know, having those kinds of stuff about, we can just use what we've got.
Especially if you're in like a situation where your back's against the wall, you know, something fell apart in the middle of the night, an animal tore it up, something like that. You just go digging around your homestead and you try to find something else you can use to fix that.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's instead of running out, like you said, instead of running out to the store, we just try to figure out what else we can use.
Fair. You know?
Yeah.
Suburban Hillbilly, that produce shot yesterday was a huge haul. Have I?
It was. Something? Yes, I think we ended up with 9 boxes. Joey was just in the right place at the right time.
Wow.
9 boxes of different things. And I have been super busy the last 3 days because I'm preserving it all. I didn't want it to get thrown out. So, and he grabbed it and he knows me. And he was like, oh, I'm sure she can figure out something to do with this. So I was like, yep, I'm on it.
Yes. That is so cool when that stuff comes up. It's like, you have to be there. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes. Just, absolutely. You know, I mean, we sometimes get stuff like that when we go down to the markets down in Leeds and stuff. You never know what you're going to come home with because, you know, a lot of their stuff that they get is seasonal, or there might be a run on something. There might be a glass on something at the warehouse. So you never know what's going to come up, and you just want to grab it when you can, you know?
Yes. And then try to do what you can with it. So it'll be interesting. You'll be able to see what I do with it coming soon.
Oh, Fairy Dragon and Stasha here.
Hello.
It's lovely to see you. They're a really awesome Aussie channel, actually, that do a lot of filming when they're on the road. And just
nice.
It's awesome. Yeah, they do.
I'll have to connect with them. I am not sure. This is the first I've seen them. So that is awesome. That would be interesting to watch. I love watching road trips.
Well, the first video I watched of theirs was one where they were near where I used to live in Australia. And I was like,
wow.
Oh, I haven't seen this road in like forever. It brought back some amazing memories. It's like, oh, what?
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
Right. It really, really was. Oh, wow. We're getting a whole bag of fruit, all prepped and cut into various cuts of meat.
Wow. Annie, that is amazing. Now, I don't know about there, but lamb here is expensive.
Yeah.
Super expensive. So to get a whole one, wow, you are super blessed. Super lucky.
Yeah, I've seen their meat prices recently over there, and that's a score and a half, not gonna lie.
Yeah. For free too. I mean, come on. That's
Absolutely.
awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's pretty cool. I mean, like I a few years ago, where I used to live in Devon, there was a lady who she guerrilla grazes her sheep. So she has a couple here and a couple there, wherever there's a green space or wherever she can find a couple of fields or whatever that aren't being used, that she can, she can use and get permission to use and stuff like that. But she gets different people to look after them. So we were looking after these couple of sheep that are in a field by the tannery across just down the road from us. Literally round the corner, like it was walking distance for me, and for me to have walking distance, that was probably it wasn't more than about 20 yards away from our house.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty close. So I used to just go down there and make sure they were okay, and had water and all that kind of stuff, because there was tap there, and just used to go and make sure they were right. And we used to get a whole lot for that, which was really cool. And she'd pay me $10 a week, so it was like, wow.
Yeah.
It's here we go. She says, it's expensive here. My hubby and stepson do fox control on a friend's property, so getting a lamb in return. See, that's the way to go, because you never know.
That's a barter. That's a great barter video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It really, really is.
It really is.
Fairy Dragon says, meat is so expensive, and since the floods, fruit and veg have increased in price. Yeah, they will.
Yes, they have.
Hello.
Hi. Tiny Family Farms.
Yay.
We were just talking about you.
We were talking about
you. And the 4R collaboration.
We were just talking about you.
Yes, we were just talking about you, and it was horrible. You'll just have to go back and watch the replay.
Because, oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
So I've actually been doing some craft in the garden. And you're going to see that on Saturday. Yes. On my video on Saturday. Video,
I'm excited.
See that. Yes. Because obviously I'm trying to get the greenhouse ready, because I've got to get the seeds in. Okay. I'm just like, I feel like I'm running behind now. I'm not, but I just feel like I'm running behind a bit. So what I did was I've made some tomato waterers with some plastic bottles. So that, because if you there's a big problem over here with blight, and especially in greenhouses, because if you just water tomatoes like on the leaves and the stems and everything, that increases the risk of blight, as you probably know.
Yes.
So what we do is we try and have something in the ground by their roots where you can put the water and feed in without getting to their stems. So that's what I've done with these bottles, and you guys will see that on Saturday in my video.
That sounds awesome, because I do know that especially if you don't pick those bottom few leaves and give it a little while up, if you water, even if you water right at the base and any of that splashes back up, there you go. There's your blight.
It stops all that because you water into the bottle.
That sounds amazing. I can't wait.
It's awesome.
I can't wait. I would ask you more questions, like what kind of bottle do you use? But I'm going to wait and refrain, and I am going to
say, but I have been
watch your videos.
Garden, so there is some gardening stuff coming up.
So there's how many did you say? There's 23 channels that are participating in 4Rs on Saturday.
We can't work out whether it's 23, 25, something like that.
Wow.
But it's something like that, which is amazing, because it was really short notice, because, my brain slides out my ears quite regularly, as you know. And
Yeah,
before I
as
knew
we
it,
all
it
do.
was already April and we were supposed to have started the club. So we decided that it was, we were going to do the drop on Earth Day, which made more sense in the end. But it's so nice that so many people jumped on board and wanted to be part of it. Anyway, so that was really, really
awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on just 1 second, Blue.
We've got chat going rule. Okay, so I knew my ears were burning. Love you all. We love you too. Have I missed something? No. It was fun to do. Hey, Blue and Ginger, have you seen it yet? No, I haven't seen it yet, but I will have a look for it. Suburban Hillbilly says, I was doing good on the garden, and then a bunch of bad stuff happened. I'm extremely behind now and still feel awful. Honey, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Stuff happens. Life happens. And you know what? It's okay. You know? Hello, welcome back.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
Harry Dragon says, it's almost 1 a.m. here. Time for sleep. Aww. No worries, darling. Take it easy.
Good night. Yes, take it easy. Thank you.
Yeah. Dale's like, I can't wait for the 4 hours collaboration. Nor can I. It's awesome.
Yes. Yes. No.
14 minutes long. That's all good. I think mine's like, I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think mine's about 9. I haven't finished editing it yet.
Yeah.
But I think it's about 9. It's not too long.
Blue, your video was one of the funny ones. Thanks. Is that the Angler April you're talking about?
Oh, maybe that's what he's talking about.
This was a funny one as well. Yes. Angler April.
Yes.
Angler April was funny. Yeah, smash the thumbs up button, guys, if you are in chat right now. It really does help the channel. It helps our chat to get out there to people. So, you know, that's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Fairy Dragon was on the East Coast, actually. Well, she was at the time. I'm pretty sure that they're still just rambling around the place. It's awesome. But Family Farm says, I got mine loaded up and just waiting for the day.
Yeah.
Oh, the 4 hour is done and ready as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I haven't been able to watch many videos recently because I've been so flat out doing other things. I've got a massive project coming up that is taking a lot of my time right now, on top of trying to get the garden sorted out and situated, because obviously it's that time of the year. So I'm kind of all my time, as Ginger knows.
Yes. And me as well, because I'm out there every morning checking on my little seedlings to see how everybody's doing, who's ready to go out to the garden and be planted in. And I got a couple that are ready. Now, you said something that Suburban Hillbilly said that I didn't catch that. That was when I had to dip out for a second.
Okay. She said, I was doing good on the garden, and then a bunch of bad stuff happened. I'm extremely behind now and still feel awful.
Oh gosh, no!
Honey, look,
you know, we have a whole hot summer ahead of us. She's in Georgia, like we are, so you got plenty of time.
I mean, this is one thing that I will say, right? There are so many people out there with grow lights and heated greenhouses and doing all of the stuff and loads of room inside, so they can start off even with grow rooms and stuff like that. Not everybody has that situation, has to start off right at the beginning of growing season and has to try and balance it all out. Okay. Now I'm one of those people. I have to do it at the beginning of the season. I'm watching everybody else planting out their tomatoes with these massive half-grown chili plants and all of this kind of stuff. Oh no, I haven't done anything.
Yes.
You know what?
Don't freak out.
Catch up. I have never had a year where I haven't had anything. The only issues I've ever had are blight with the tomatoes, but that's happened to everybody that year, you know, or issues with, you know, beans that didn't come through. But that happened to everybody that same year. You know, this is, plants catch up.
Yes, they do. Yep. And if you plant them out early and you still have that cold, it will stall them. They will take a break. And when the heat comes back and the rain comes back, boom, they'll take off again. So you'll be caught up with the rest of everybody anyway.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Seriously, darling, it's fine. You know?
And we love you. We're here for you.
We are. I mean, like, my last frost date isn't until the 10th of May. Okay. Now we're being told because it's quite sunny and warm this week. And we're being told that, you know, it's, you know, there's going to be a little bit more colder weather come next week. But to be honest, it doesn't matter. Really, as long as we're not going to get 3 feet of snow between now and, you know, in 6 weeks' time, we're all good.
Yes.
You know? And the plants will come up when they're ready. They can take care of themselves. And those that die, they die because they're not strong enough to survive. But then half of the stuff will survive, so it's not a big deal.
Survival of the fittest.
It's survival of the fittest, and you want those plants, really good ones, to survive anyway. So don't worry about it. Seriously, it's not something to worry that much about. I think people that have got a lot of grow lights and all that kind of stuff seem to forget there's a lot of people out there that don't have that, and you know, it kind of puts people into a panic, I think, in some respects, because I haven't done this or I haven't done that. Okay, but we've got May, June, July, August, September, October. That's 7 months, guys. Even a chili plant. Even a chili plant, you're going to get that from go to woe right now, you know. So, I mean, like, I haven't even put aubergine in. They take 200 days. I mean, that's 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180. We'll still get aubergines.
Yeah.
So I'm not that concerned. You know, aubergines, eggplants, whatever you want to call them.
Just take a deep breath.
Take a breath. Get your seeds in the dirt. Let nature take care of the rest, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. We had some more people come in.
Yes, we've got Miss Cindy Brown and Miss Carlene Vasseur. How you doing, ladies?
Hello, ladies. How are you?
Butler Family Farm says the wind is so bad here the last few days we can't get to the garden. See, that's the other thing. Our front and back garden are in wind tunnels because we live in town. The houses create a wind tunnel. And so, you know, you got to look at that as well. That's like microclimate stuff. Rita says, I'm starting my seeds now, so I'll be able to plant at the end of May. Yeah, a lot of my stuff I'm just putting straight in the ground. I'm putting 2 or 3 seeds.
Where is Rita? Do you know where Rita is? Is she up? Rita, where are you? Well, I mean, you don't have to tell me that. Sorry, that was quite nosy, but you can just tell me what grow zone you're in.
Yeah, tell us what we'll be there for a brew in about 10 minutes. Okay?
Wow, you're taking the red eye.
Yeah, all I have to do is flap my arms real hard at the moment because I already got red eyes from just waking up. So, yeah. Annette says, my Swiss chard has gone crazy. I can't harvest it quick enough. Yeah.
That's awesome for you. Oh my God.
Darling.
Yes.
Yeah. But you know, that's the thing. Those sorts of greens and anything you're overwintering that you'll be putting in now. Like we start putting in like September, October for things that are going to overwinter. You'll be putting them in now because you're in Australia. So you'll have loads of brassicas and stuff coming up over winter and doing their thing. So, you know, it's all good.
Yes. Yes.
You know, that's eggplant for us Southerners. Is
that what you were talking about?
Yeah.
Is that what you were saying?
That's when I said aubergine, because that's what they call it over here, because that's what it's called because we're close to Europe. So you guys call it eggplant. Yeah. But that's
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Do they really take that long? I had gotten some
They do.
eggplant seeds. I didn't realize they took that
They
long.
can take up to 200 days, but
Oh,
you know,
these are. I got these. They're long purple.
I've got like purple ones. Ah,
Do
I've got
you?
the same ones.
We gotta grow them together, Blue.
We gotta grow them together, Ginger.
But it says
Oh.
only 75 days to harvest.
Wow.
So that's pretty
Okay,
good.
well, they might say 200 on us because we're not quite as hot as you. But
Oh, maybe that's it.
Greenhouse, so you never know.
Yes. Oh, we
Yeah.
gotta grow these together.
Yes! That's so exciting. Oh my goodness. And Cindy says, and if you find yourself far behind, just plant the fastest growing foods like radishes, carrots, salad greens. Yeah, see, that's what we're doing this weekend. My tomatoes are all going in. Tony's going to give me a hand because, like I said, I'm working on a huge project, which if you've seen my community tab, you will know a little bit about. But it's a project that's going to be going on for 30 weeks. So it's going to be a very long series, and it's got a lot of resources that have got to be done with it and all of that kind of stuff. So I am running my little bum off trying to get everything done for it. But that's not starting till June, but that's because there's a lot of work that needs to go into it. So
yeah.
Carlene says, I have 8 Roma tomatoes planted from seeds that are now about 2 inches tall. My jalapeno peppers haven't sprouted yet. No, chilies.
They're a little stubborn.
They can take anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks to start sprouting. One thing that you can do to get them going is to soak them in black tea. Okay, overnight or for a couple of days. It helps to break down that coating that's on the seeds.
Yeah.
You know, so it does help to break that coating down, which takes about a week off the sprouting time.
Miss Cindy's got an idea.
Yeah, and he's going to make a big pot of vegetable soup for the freezer. Yum.
Oh, nice.
Hi, Star Homestead India. It's so lovely to see you here. Welcome in.
Hello. Hello.
Now, Star Homestead India, if you guys don't know, has an amazing homestead over in India, obviously, because that's part of the name. Great channel to watch. He does a lot of lives where he's discussing a lot of stuff, but it's really fun to watch people growing in other countries as well, because you get ideas for yourself of what you can do and you can try and, you know, he's great. Okay.
Yes.
Annie, that is a beautiful offer, and I really do appreciate it. I've actually sent you a link to the group already, an invite to the group already. Wellness and for Healthiness is the name of the group, but it's a private group, and you will need to get in contact with me via email for me to send you an invite to it, because it is specifically for people who want to go with this series. So, yes, hang on. So Cindy Brown says that would be a fun collab to do. Everyone plant the same seeds in different zones and see how they grow.
I love that idea.
I love
Cindy,
that.
that's brilliant, as Blue would say. That's a brilliant idea.
That is pure genius.
It is. It is.
Hands up in chat, everyone who's got long purple eggplant, aubergines, things.
Earlies. Long purple earlies.
Yeah, them.
Them there.
Mine.
Yes.
They're just called long purple over here, but it's exactly the same thing. So if you've got a long purple eggplant or aubergine, let us know. We could do a grow along. We could do a grow along, Ginger.
Yes, I know. I love this idea. And from the craft and chat, an idea was born. I love it.
It's not the first one, and it won't be the last. I'm sure of it.
I know. I love this idea. I don't even know if I like eggplant. I've never eaten it cooked good, and I want to try it, but I got seeds because you know what? I think growing food, your
Yeah.
own food, is like uber important. And I don't mean
Yes.
Uber like the Lyft, come pick me up Uber. I mean
Oh,
Uber as in
absolutely.
super Uber.
Yeah. No, well, see,
So,
I find because I eat a lot of, I try different things because I figure if I'm going to grow something, I want to try it in different ways. So I make
mhm,
what's called brinjal pickle, which is an
mhm.
eggplant pickle. It's an Indian eggplant pickle, and it's amazing. Okay, because they call it brinjal. I've probably butchered it, and I'm really sorry, Star. But yeah, just bear with me, okay? But they curry it and do all sorts of stuff with it, which is amazing. So if you ever want to do Indian food and do vegetarian style or plant-based style or something, it's an amazing one to use for that. Yeah, I saw that he's harvested so many eggplants multiple times this month. It's just incredible, and the size on them, they're the size of your head.
Oh my gosh, that's
Amazing.
awesome.
But see, I really like it in the Mediterranean style as well, where you do like a baba ganoush, which is a really nice dip that you have with hummus and other things, and so it's something completely different, and
Yeah,
it's different from just frying it off or baking it off or whatever. I think a lot of people think, oh yeah, I don't like it because I've had it this way and I don't like it. But if you try it in several different ways and have lots of different options of trying it out, especially if you are going to grow it,
yeah.
try it in so many different ways. There's a lot of
Mhm.
different ways that are amazing as well. Chinese dishes that are all eggplant based.
Yeah,
Incredible stuff. So yeah,
yeah.
and it's so good for you.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
Cindy Brown,
you. Yes,
you're
she's
awesome.
amazing.
Yes,
Suburban Hillbilly, thank you for the tip. I'm going to remember that because I do have an eggplant. I just have not done anything with it yet.
yeah,
So I will
yeah.
try that. Salt it heavily for an
You don't
hour,
need to do
let
it
it sit, rinse
so
it off.
heavily. Yeah, but yeah, you
And
need to
is that
get,
with
especially if it's
like,
a big one.
yeah, is
Yeah,
that like kosher salt or
yeah.
just regular iodized?
You don't want to use table salt.
Okay.
Just sea salt, kosher salt, whatever you want to call it. It's
Yeah.
just a little bit of that, just to get those bitterness juices out of it, and that.
Okay.
Yeah. But if
Okay.
it's a fresh
Sounds
one
good.
right from the garden, you shouldn't need to do that unless it's so huge and it's one that you've forgotten to do.
Yeah, no, it's not mine. It's
Yeah.
not from my garden.
No,
Darn
yeah. Eggplant parm is yummy too. Yes, it is. It is.
it.
Yes. How you doing,
Hey,
sweetie?
Dad.
Happy
Nice to
birthday
see
for the
you.
other day.
And yes. And
That's
look, we have a
we have a Tony Shepherd.
in the house.
That
Yes, we
looks like
do.
someone in disguise to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
He's trying to
downtown
creep.
Cindy Brown collaboration.
Yes. Yes. I like that.
That is
Downtown Cindy
cool.
Brown. Yes. That is an awesome idea. It really is.
It really, really
Maybe
is.
for those who don't like eggplant, something else that would take 75 days. Maybe some sort of squash that takes 75 days or
I
something
think
else.
it'd
Because
be
I
really
saw,
cool to do whatever it is that we're doing from garden to table.
yeah,
So if we could do it from seed to picking to cooking with, how we cook
I
with
have
it.
a I have a book called Farm to Table. So yeah,
Uh-huh.
garden to table, garden to table. I
Yeah.
love that garden to table collaboration. That would be probably at least 90-day, maybe 120-day collaboration, but that would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, depending on what you're doing. Mm-hmm.
We could do bi-week updates, like drop 2 videos a month on how your seeds are doing, maybe,
Or
or once a month.
what am I thinking?
I don't
Or
know.
you
I'm
could
not
do
up in
one
there.
video. What we could do is one video at the beginning of November. that shows everything from start to finish.
Uh-huh.
So you're from the start, you're putting the seeds in the ground, and then it's growing, and then at the end you've got your cooking video.
Okay. But you said the beginning of November?
Yeah, because that gives us plenty of time to have grown them and be cooking.
Yeah.
Or in October, or in one of the months there's not whole load of stuff going on, because like October would be probably, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I mean,
don't know.
You can do updates on your community tab.
Yeah.
So do little posts on your community tab once a month or every couple of weeks if that's what you want to do. But then, so to build up a bit of hype for your video that's coming in October, I don't know. What do you reckon?
Okay, so you're saying to do one video that starts at the seed planting all the way till, okay, I was thinking you were talking about like once a month or once every a couple weeks doing an update of how it's grown, and then, I thought you were doing like that, like multiple videos till we get to the harvest time. I don't know. We'll have to talk about it later. Cindy, what do you think? You're the one that thought of it.
Yeah, you guys tell us what you think. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love the idea.
Okay.
My necklace came off.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Cindy said you could update as shorts and then put the video together at the end. That's a good idea as well. Yeah.
Maybe one short a month.
Yeah.
One short a month. And then do the full video at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could work.
That could work. Yep. Bye, Carlene. Thank you for stopping in. We truly appreciate your visit.
We do. You're wonderful.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, that's what did me in today. Is I'd forgotten that I hadn't eaten, and then I went and had something to eat, and because I was like, I didn't even finish it. Sitting on the cushion on the couch where I fell asleep.
Oh gosh. You said I'm more tired than I am hungry.
I was more tired than I was hungry, so I was just like passed out, man. I just put I think the worst part was what I did was I put the blankie on. I put like a little throw blanket, and that was it.
Call me done.
Gone.
Call me done. Call me done.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh. So we don't have many pictures.
We don't, but we do have a very nice one from someone who might be sitting right there.
Yes, I have a great picture. I have one picture to show, and I'm super excited.
Okay, so I'm going to let her tell the story. But she sent it to me so that I can share it out. Okay.
Yes. So my future daughter-in-law is her mother works a lot with metal and will burn into metal, and so she asked her to make me this. It's a burn barrel, so it's really big, but I don't know if you guys can see all the intricate scenery that she has put in there.
She's cut into it as well.
Yes, and I took it at the time of day where you really can't see very well, but you got it up there close enough now. There's a buck. There's a buck on the right. There's a doe on the left.
Over here.
There's trees all over, and it wraps around the burn barrel, and she actually burnt or cut into that, and she does a lot of stuff like that with metals. Is that not beautiful?
That's amazing. You can see the trees all the way through. That's
yeah, that's the star in the sky.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's so pretty. I love it. And I'm afraid to burn anything, and I don't want to mess it up, but I know I need to use it, and then I can burn it'll burn the rust off of it. But I'm like, I don't want to mess it up.
I have to tell you that there is something very similar over here that someone does that, but they use big old, well, it did start off as burn barrels, and now they do like spheres, old spheres, that, or I think it's the middle part of burn barrels they started with, but they do a very similar thing with it. But they cost hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds. You know,
oh my gosh,
yeah,
really?
Yeah, hundreds. Like, I think the one that I was looking at was something like 800 quid. So, you know,
holy cow.
But people use them, so don't be scared to use them. Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's so pretty, and I absolutely love it. And we have it over close to my garden and the pergola.
Yeah.
So we'll really be able to see it, and we'll probably put a lot of, put some yard twigs and trash and stuff like that in there. But I'm super excited about that. Oh, I just love it.
So gorgeous.
Yeah. If I get a picture of it with some fire in it, you'll probably be able, like at night, you'll probably be able to see the scenery really, really good. I'll try to capture an image of that.
Or even once it's lit. Can you imagine if it was dark time, all you would get is that the reds and the oranges flickering through.
Yes, I know. I'm so excited. Hello, Linda. Little Wendy's daydreaming.
Cindy says, I'm so redneck. I love the ones people make out of washer tubs. Yeah, I know, right?
Yes.
That's amazing. I love those. What a good use for it.
Yes, and like Bloo says, they're making bank on those things.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, like, if you have a look on like Facebook Marketplace over here, people are selling the washing machines insides as fire pits. They're selling them as fire pits. So they've gone and they've got it out. Okay, so obviously you haven't had to go and do that. They've done it, and then they've put a base on it. That's all they've done. And so what might cost them nothing for a broken washing machine, or it might cost them a couple of quid or something like that. They're now selling for 50, 60 quid as a fire pit.
Oh, wow.
I'm not even kidding you. They are people.
I'll have to go look that up.
That's insane. Yeah. I mean, like, at the moment, like, I've always wanted to have a proper cooking fire pit. A proper one, right? I've got a friend who makes medieval tripods that go inside fire pits that you can sit pots and things on. Yeah, medieval style ones. I say that, but there's people around the world that use things like that every single day. So, but for me, it's a medieval style one. That's where I met him. I met him at one of these sort of dudes, and we've been friends ever since. So I've wanted a proper one, so that I can actually properly cook outside, not just chuck a few chops on a bit of a grill. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So yes. When we went to the hardware store a few weeks ago, Tanny saw this really lovely fire pit with a proper big tripod with a hanging grill, but the fire pit part is a bowl.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Yes.
Yeah, it's a proper cooking one, so I don't have to use a tripod if I don't want to. So he bought the tripod frame with the hanging part of the grill last couple of weeks ago. It's sitting in my living room right now because it's sitting in my living room right now. And this week he's planning on going to buy the fire pit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you'll have the entire setup.
I'll have the whole setup. So I'm really excited about that because there's so much that I want to do. And there's a lot of things when it comes to home preserving and stuff, and if you're doing traditional preserving, that you really want to be doing outside.
Yes.
You
yes.
know?
I've learned that the hard way through these boxes of produce that we were given. Well, not the hard way, because I kind of knew it.
Yeah.
But when you're dehydrating habaneros,
Babe.
they're just, the smell, if I can just tell you, I don't even want to tell you what I likened it to Tony. I can't say that on YouTube. It's a bit naughty, but it stinks. It stinks, and it's offensive to the nose.
Oh, wow. It's like teenage boy socks, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Something like that. And maybe they're shorts combined, the socks and the shorts. Ow!
Oh. Wow. It's a Bourbon Hillbilly. I gave good instructions. If not, could you have Tanny put it together on live stream, please?
Oh, yes. That's funny. She said I needed to laugh.
Anything with Tanny on live stream. Let me just tell you that right now. I won't have a channel by the end of it.
Yeah, it would be bad. It would be bad.
So dead. Like, my channel would be gone. You know?
Yes. You know what? I need to say while Linda is in here. Linda, I don't know if you are familiar with the Georgia Mountain Needle Art Festival. It is once a year. It is in Ellijay, Georgia, and it is this weekend. And yarn vendors come from all over, needle vendors, hook vendors, buttons, soap makers, all kinds of stuff. They come, and again, it's only once a year.
Yeah.
She's not very far from me. She's like 2.5 hours from me.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, you know, as a knitter or a crocheter for a yarn haul, you'll drive 2.5 hours. You don't have a problem with that.
No, you don't have a problem with that. That's absolutely right.
I just want to make sure she knows about that. It's called the Georgia Mountain Needle Art Festival. GMAKF. Yeah. Georgia Mountain Needle Art Festival. Yeah. So, anyways, just in case you want to go, or Suburban Hillbillies in Georgia as well, but I think she's way south. So I don't know how far it would take her to get, how long it would take her. Oh, Cindy, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Cindy is amazing. But I'm going to try to do a couple videos while I'm there of the festival. So that'll be super exciting.
Yay!
You get to, if you don't get to go, you can go via the video. Huh?
Yeah, there you go. Cindy's just put in the link for the website. So that is awesome. Thank you, Miss Cindy Brown. She's on it again.
She's so awesome. She is awesome.
And Cindy,
oh wow, she said
yeah. But no, Tanny is not going on live stream. No. I will try and get some footage of him doing this because it's warmer now. I'll be able to do that, which is why I couldn't do the greenhouse one. It was too cold. And I would have ended up very, very sick and probably still recovering from that now. So I will be doing some of him putting together the fire pit and stuff. But, yeah, expect there to be bloopers.
We'll expect it. We'll expect voiceovers, or you'll see Tanny going, music just rolling across.
Nothing coming out, man. Seriously? That man has no film.
It'll be like a silent film from the 20s.
Well, I've actually had to do that for my 4Rs, and the reason being that when I went out yesterday to do the filming that I needed to do for that bit, I don't know who set fire to what, but every siren in the planet came past our house and kept doing so for about 20 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Off, man. There were ambulance, there were fire, there were police, and they all go past on the main road next to our place. So they were going a bit mad doing that. So I've had to make it silent. Yeah. And then because when Bam and I were doing the filming for the archway, the neighbor 2 doors up decided that was the time she was going to start power washing her driveway.
I remember that.
Oh, yes. Yes.
She's a little, what do I want to say to be
she's
nice?
Fun.
She's what?
Oh, she's fun.
Oh, yes. She's fun. Okay. Okay, we'll just say that. She's fun.
She's fun.
She's fun and a little ornery, but
she
fun.
Really doesn't have much in between her ear bulbs, so you know. It's either that or she's doing it on purpose.
Yes.
You know, and if she's doing it on purpose, that really upset me. Yeah. So yeah. It doesn't matter. It's this. We have this crazy neighbor. She decided that was an idea, so the whole thing is being done as a silent film. And it really kind of upsets me a little bit because I really didn't want that. But because there's a lot of Black and Blue in, you know, Blue and Bam shenanigans while we were doing the archway. I didn't realize quite the look on my face at sometimes while we were doing the archway. And honestly, you know, if looks could kill, I nearly killed myself, you know, doing the editing. I was like, oh, she did get up my nose, didn't she? She really did get up my nose. So, that's all we edited out. All you'll see is smiles and happy faces and, you know, a little bit of side people, but that's about it. Yeah, so, but yeah. It is what it is. Anywho.
Yeah.
That's life, though. And if you're filming wherever and you've only got a certain amount of time to do it in, you got to make do with what you got, and I got no problem with that.
Yeah, but it's just as a content creator, you hate to miss out on those fun interactions and moments with something going behind you, you know. But it happens to me too. I was trying to film one the other day and the dogs kept barking at something, and I wanted to be like JJ in his little short that he did for the Chili Smackdown. Shut up! He was so funny. That makes me laugh every time I watch that short. Every time I see it, it's funny.
That's brilliant.
Suburban Hillbilly said that I love Ella J. I went skydiving there when I was in my 20s and brave. Yeah, I would have had to have been brave. Actually, yeah, I couldn't do it. I still have an antique hand pumps in my yard from Dillard General Store. That is amazing. Well, it is at the Ella J Civic Center downtown, and yes, Cindy, bless her heart. Cindy said about your neighbor, not about Suburban Hillbilly, about your neighbor. Bless her heart.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Hey, Suburban Hillbilly, if you want to go, you know who to call. Just send me an email and we'll meet up over there. We can do a YouTube meetup and also shop for yarn.
Yes. Hi, Michelle.
That would be fun.
Look, in the house.
She must have heard me talking about JJ. What is the dog's name he yelled at, Michelle? I can never remember the name of the dog, but I always remember JJ saying, "Shut up!" And it's so funny. It cracks me up every time I think of it. Oh, it's funny.
Awesome. Oh my goodness. Oh,
yes. I know. Yeah. It's been an eventful week, and it's going to be a very busy weekend. I have some squash plants. Well, actually there's pumpkin, and then there's spaghetti squash, and what's the other one I planted? Oh, butternut squash plant. And they have their Mickey Mouse ears, you know, the big ones, the first ones that come up. I love it. And they're just starting to get their set of first true leaves coming. But they have their Mickey Mouse ears. And I'm like, oh my God, yay. I know. I'm so excited. Leo. That's the name of the dog, Leo. Leo. Shut up, Leo.
Um,
It cracks me up every time.
Suburban Hillbilly says, I would love to, but husband is going out of town on Sunday. Saturday is business trip packing and prep. Yuck.
Oh man, darn it.
Oh,
Okay,
honey.
well maybe next year, because they have it every year. Maybe this year we can start planning it to go next year, and
Yeah.
we'll get a few of us yarnies that are local here in Georgia to meet up over there, and we can maybe do lunch and do
Do a
the
craft and chat
festival.
shenanigans
Because
meet
that's
up.
yes. Unfortunately, that is the one festival that doesn't have food. Where,
What?
yeah, I know. Darn
I
it.
don't understand that, right? If you want to have people stay all day, why do you not have food? That
We
don't
need
make
food.
sense to me. You need
Yeah.
food. You want people to settle down, stay and spend their money. You need to have food, people.
Yes,
Very
yes.
important.
Food makes me happy. It
Yes.
sustains me for a couple of hours and then I can shop more, like Blue
Yeah,
says.
exactly. You do the loop, you do the first loop because you don't overspend anything on the first loop, and then
No.
you have a brew and you have something to eat and you sustain yourself and then you go back.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wow. And he said she'll start walking my way now. Might take a year. She
Oh,
might make it by next year. Love yarn. Me too, Annie. I love yarn.
yes. And
Oh,
Michelle
yes.
says, "Oh yeah, don't you love all the little tiny fruit or veggies when they first come out and blossom?" Yes, yes,
Yes. Yes.
absolutely
I love
adore
it.
it.
They're so cute. But the bees, I have so many flowers planted out there and so many other things that were volunteers that came back up that
Yeah.
the bees are already out there well in full force. So I could get some good stuff going early.
Wow. Yeah. Awesome. That's fantastic. I have to admit, I haven't seen any bees yet. That worries me.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, that really
Yes.
worries me. That does worry me. I know we're in town, but there should be bees still, even if
Yeah.
they're like solitary
Um,
bees.
I have
Yeah.
4. Have you ever grown peonies? The
No.
flower?
No.
Okay. I have 4 or 5 pots that I put peonies in.
Yeah.
They're absolutely beautiful. They are super expensive to buy just the flower, like in a fresh flower
Yeah.
shop. They're absolutely gorgeous, though. So year after year after year, I've not gotten anything for like 3 years, and I'm like, gosh, why is this not doing anything? And then I read something about you have to leave them on the ground where the ants can get to them because the ants go up when the bloom comes on, and they are what opens the bloom up so that the flower will bloom.
Wow.
I went out yesterday and I have a huge bloom or just a little bud, and there were ants on it. And I was doing a dance in the yard. I'm like, I'm gonna have a peony.
That
I
is
know, I'm so excited.
amazing.
I
Oh,
know,
that
I'm
is
so excited.
fantastic. That is so good. That is awesome, awesome, awesome.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, I've never really got into growing
Uh,
flowers, but this front garden out the front here underneath my office window is definitely where, that is mostly
uh-huh.
perennial flowers because I didn't want to have stuff that I've got to
Yeah,
re-keep every year. So, it is
yeah,
what it is. But I'm hoping to
yeah.
get quite a few this year, and they are starting to bush up, so we've had to take the netting off because I put that there to protect them from the cats and things over winter.
Yeah, yes,
And which has worked. It's done its job, so that's a good thing.
yeah.
So we've got a few of those. I've got to put in sweet peas yet. I haven't put those in, but I do have a rose that I really want to get, and it's called a rambling rector, and it's created from a proper old traditional wild rose. So it has the
Yes.
proper rose hips on it, the little long ones.
Mm-hmm.
So, which means that it's one less thing that I have to go foraging for because I'll have them in my own yard.
Oh,
So
nice.
not only the rose there, which I can use the rose petals and stuff like that, but I'll also have the
Yes.
tips for doing rosehip syrups and stuff like that. So that's the plan. Just hasn't happened yet.
That's the plan.
It will happen.
Yes.
Suburban Hill. Food
Yeah, go ahead.
from being a mean person. Hubby calls it my no food dude.
Yes, I get that too, Suburban Hillbilly.
Yeah, so you guys get hangry.
Yes, that too.
You get hangry.
Hangry.
Hangry. Yeah.
Yeah. She wants to emphasize it.
Yeah. You guys get hangry. It's like, go and have a Snickers bar. You know, just
and if you want, again,
you know,
if you want me to continue to shop, feed me.
Yes.
Or let me buy some food.
Yes. See,
maybe this year they'll have some food there.
Well, you know, I mean, you can understand it if it's in the center of town next to food places.
Mm-hmm, which it kind of is.
Okay. But, you know, if it's something that's a little bit further out, you'd be like, hang on a minute. You know.
Yeah. I need to eat. I'm going to have to leave.
Darn. Have to leave. And the problem is that once you leave, 9 times out of 10, you kind of sit there and go, oh, do I really want to go back to do that?
Yeah.
Or do I want to go and have a look at the window shops in town? Do you know what I mean?
You talk yourself right out of it.
And you can talk yourself right out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the sad part. I mean, like, even if there was just somewhere doing tea and coffee, do you know what I mean? With a piece of cake. Yeah. Piece of cake.
Yes. Oh my gosh, lemon cake and coffee. I would be there all day. Jacked up on sugar. Jacked up on sugar and coffee, I would buy half of the place up.
That's my point. That is my point right there, right?
Good point, Blue. Yeah.
Cindy says that's why you pack snacks. Yeah, but if you're going out for the day to a place,
that's
you
true.
don't have to take your own food.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to do that with the kids when we went to the movies, but then I had 16 foster kids plus my 2. I was not spending that much on food at the cinema. You know?
Yeah, I don't blame you for that. Goodness gracious. Suburban Hillbilly did say
full of kids. It ain't happening.
Yeah, it ain't happening.
I mean,
Suburban Hillbilly said that peonies are so pretty.
Yeah.
I do love peonies. And again, I just tried to start growing them 4 years ago, and I got it figured out now. Leave them on the ground where the ants can get to them.
Yeah. That's awesome. I never knew that.
Yes.
I never thought of
that. And I didn't either. And I had them off of the ground because me thinking I don't want them to sit in water. I want to make sure the water drains good in this. I don't want them sitting on the ground because our soil is clay. And if you put a pot on the ground, it can become part of the ground, kind of the clay kind of molds, the clay soil kind of impacts it. Yeah. So I had them up off of something for years. Didn't know I was doing it wrong the whole time. So.
See, the other thing is as well is if you're worried about that, what you could do is have them up during winter and then bring them down around March.
Yes.
Would that make it better?
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. This is the first year I'm going to get one. We'll see how hard it is. If it's hard, I had literally stuck the pots underneath the deck and pretty much had almost given up on them. Wow. And I just happened to be under the deck looking at something, and I looked in there and I was like, oh my gosh. They're coming up. They're coming back. They're still alive in there. Wow. So they overwinter very good in dirt. And, we had that -18 with the wind chill winter this year. It was hard. I can't believe they survived through that, but they did. They did.
That's
So,
it. Suburban
anyway.
says that Ginger needs to open the first Starbucks food truck franchise.
Yes, I do. Park it right out there in front of the festival. There you go. I'll be serving lemon cake and coffee.
That's the one.
Yep.
Cindy says, when I go to festivals, I take a wheelie cart and a backpack full of snacks.
Oh, there you go. Boy, she's sustaining for the day.
Oh,
she is there camped out.
She ain't going nowhere.
Oh.
A Suburban Hillbilly says, you can peel loofah, you can do anything. Lol.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's not really fun to peel loofah. It becomes an art form after a while, but you figure out interesting ways. And I mean, we do have the ingenious Mr. Joey who figured out, you know, instead of trying to get all of those seeds out and me having to, you know, keep whacking and whacking.
Yeah.
Just on the ones that I didn't want to save the seeds, I just wanted to clean them out so I could dry them. We took them to the car wash and hung them on the little clips where you hang your floor mats. Yeah. And he power washed the mess out of them, and all those seeds came right out. It was amazing. I have a short on my channel of him doing that.
Oh, wow.
And of course, you know that.
That's hilarious.
You know that old song, Working at the Car Wash? That's the song I used to it. It's actually quite funny. I was like, the man is smart. He uses his noggin.
That is very smart. Very smart. Mr. Kettle Kitchen is in the house. He's decided not to be in incognitos anymore.
Yes.
Before you guys are sunny and funny, so he's just waking up.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, definitely an article. Cindy Brown, yes. This is, I don't know, I'm a bit of a Supernatural fan. You know, the series Supernatural. And when I saw this series of T-shirts come out, I had to get them, so I've got all of them.
Oh, wow.
So if you ever see anything with me with something that looks relatively Hello Kitty-ish, it's one of these T-shirts. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
This one's Castiel, so he's the little angel from the series.
And what does that say under Castiel?
It says, hello, ass butt.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Hello, ass butt. But that's because that's his favorite saying. That's his favorite. That's what he says. And Dean or Sam? Neither. I see Dean and Sam like kids, man. They're like my kids. I can't. No, I got no favorites there, I'm afraid.
Thank you, Michelle. That is a great video. It's funny. It's kind of like the Shut Up Leo video. You can just watch it over and over again. It's a short.
I've got to look at that. So, yeah, I have got to look at that. Look, let's find it. Let's get it in chat.
What's that?
Miss Cindy Brown, if you can find that loofah short of where Mr. Joey is power washing the loofah at the car wash, that would be awesome if you can get that up as a link in chat so that everybody can see it. That would be awesome.
Oh, she said, I'm hunting for it now. Oh, she's so awesome.
For it now. Yeah.
Yeah, that is. It's so funny.
So,
that was just one of those things that, you know, he said, do you think that would work? Maybe we could take it there and do that. So we took like a bucket full. Man, when we left, there were loofah seeds all over the ground in the car wash. I know the next people that came up were like, what's going on? What is all this stuff on the ground? It was hilarious. And I had already saved a bag full of seeds, so I didn't need them.
Yeah. You know what will happen, right? Come the apocalypse, the first thing that's going to grow up around there is loofah.
They're going to be growing out of the car wash drain. It's all my fault. I'm so sorry. People are going to be like, what is this growing out of the drain?
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
people will be
I'm
worried about it.
sorry.
If anything, they'll be like, "Oh, it's loofah. Let's leave it. Free food."
Yes. Oh, it's so funny. So funny. Mm.
Oh, that's
But I'm looking
brilliant.
forward to growing. I'm looking forward to growing those again this year too. I
Yeah.
haven't put those in the ground yet because last year when I did them as a plant start and then went to put them out, they were quite stubborn. They shut down on me. They don't like to be messed with.
Right.
So I'm just going to wait until I know it's warm enough at
Yeah.
night, and then the nights, and we're not going to have any more of those, like 30s and
And yeah.
things like that. And then they'll go ahead and take hold and start growing quickly. So,
Good plan.
yeah,
Good plan.
that's my plan. We'll see if it comes to fruition.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Are
think
you
of
growing
where.
any lupus?
I have got loofah seeds. I've also
Mm-hmm.
got bottle gourd seeds. So I'm
Oh, yeah.
trying to decide which I want to grow more this year.
Yeah.
Do I want bottle gourds or do I want loofahs? Ha ha! Yay! Well done.
Look at Miss Cindy. Thank you, Cindy.
But I mean, like, I still have to figure out where I'm going to put my woad in. I forgot that I have woad to grow this year, which is a dye.
Your what?
Woad, WOAD. It's a old school dye plant. It's where they get, if you see period pieces from Europe and UK in the blue color, that's where it comes from, is woad. So I've got some of those to plant. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to get them in.
Okay.
And I haven't even thought about like whether I'm going to do bottle gourds or loofahs and stuff yet, because I don't know where I'm going to get those in. I've got so many things going in. I want to make sure that I get them all done, but it's like
Cindy is awesome. She put woad up really already.
Nice.
Michelle, I would say at least 50s at night. And I'm not there yet. I'm still getting 40s. A couple days ago, we had a night that was like 38. And I've still got one more coming up this week where I'm going to have a night that's 40. So they would be a little stubborn for me right now. But once it gets like 50s at night and the ground's a little bit warmer, then they do better, and they grow fast once they start going. It's kind of like the catch up thing that we were talking about. Don't worry about it if you're behind, because once the warmth hits, that thing will go like wildfire.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't work in Fahrenheit, that's around 10 when it starts getting to 10 degrees and upwards Celsius.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 50s and that's 10 Celsius and up. So yeah. Not yet.
I see that Mr. Kettle Kitchen is up there trying to throw us a hard ball. So why is it things in the ground do fine with frost, but you're not supposed to plant until after your last frost? You're not supposed to plant your plant starts until after the last frost, because when the frost comes, it will knock them back.
Yeah.
But you can plant most of the time. You can plant seeds very close, but sometimes seeds too. I don't know, Tony. I don't have all the answers, my friend.
Okay, it's because we have seasons and certain things grow in certain seasons, and most of the stuff that we grow from our gardens is like spring and summer. If you grow that in a point where it's going to start frosting, they're going to die.
Yeah.
Period. That's just the way it is. I mean, like, so,
I killed some squash one year, planted it too early.
Yeah. See, I am busting my hump to get my zucchinis in.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to pull back. I have to.
Yes.
May 1st, I'll probably get it in on May 1st.
Just because And it's the visuals. You see everybody, and you're like, I want to be there, but I can't because. And if you go ahead and say, well, you know what, I'm just going to chance it. Well, some of them might make it. Most of them won't. Yeah. But
it's like I
so
said before,
upsetting.
not everybody has grow lights. Not everybody has room in the house. Not everybody has all of the stuff that you need to be able to growing early and all of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't put a grow tent up in my house. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? I have a cat that eats seedlings. She has a thing for cucumber and tomato seedlings. The first year we put them on the windowsill, she ate them all.
Oh my gosh!
Every single last one. She knocked the top off the little propagator and ate them all. And it's like, really? So,
and then she promptly threw them up the next morning, I'm sure.
She just sat there licking herself like she was really proud of herself, going, oh yeah, that's for the salad buffet. I mean, seriously. I don't really have not to swear here and call her names, but,
I don't blame you for that. I mean, that's a lot of hard work to be disappointed by the cat.
Yeah. But, I mean, we still got tomatoes that year. We just had to wait until we had a little space that we can put them out in where they were a little bit more protected for that last couple of weeks. And they were fine. I mean, like, now we have the greenhouse up. I can get the seeds in. I can get them sitting in there, some in the ground, some in seed trays, so that they can go out and stuff. And then, it's all going to be gravy. I mean, Tanny's going to go mental. I mean, we know that Tanny's going to go mental. Every year he goes, why are you growing that many? That's what I get. It's like, where are you going to put them all? And it's like, every year I get this, okay? And it's like, oh, for goodness sakes. But
I'll worry about that if they all germinate. That's what I say. I'll figure it out, but first I got to make sure that they all germinate.
Yeah, and the thing is, he doesn't take into account that I grow a lot more so that, I can actually give the seedlings away to Edible York for people at the food bank. He doesn't take that into consideration either because he's never really done things like that. So he's very me-minded,
Yes.
Yeah.
Bye, Miss Cindy. Thank you so much for being here and for modding and everything you did. That was awesome. I appreciate it. So does Blue.
Yes.
So does Blue. Yes.
Yes. Absolutely. Hang on.
Tony just said blah, blah, blah.
Tony just said blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Literally, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. I know, right? Rude.
Oh, don't be nervous.
Yeah. No. Don't worry about that.
I've got tomatoes that I just planted, potatoes that I just planted like a week and a half ago. Yeah. I think I got them in the ground and they're already up with their little leafy bushy tops. Yeah. They're already up. So, Rita, I don't know what grow zone you're in. I'm in 7B. If you're A, B, or higher then you're probably good. Now, if you're in Florida, I don't know if it's too warm to start those. I mean, I don't know. I would try. What's it going to hurt?
Yeah.
It either happens or it doesn't.
I wouldn't worry about it. I reckon, just put them in when they're meant to go in. They'll take care of themselves. Nature takes care of itself. Everyone worries so much about, but so-and-so said it had to go in this week. Mm-hmm. No. Yeah. If you can't get it in this week, get it in next week. If you can't get it in next week, get it in the next week. And you look at the seed packets. Look at where you're living. Look at what's growing around you right now. And understand that nature takes care of itself. All we're doing is putting a seed in the ground or a potato, or start in the ground. No, they're
Yep.
taking care of themselves.
Yeah.
You know? So don't
They
worry
are.
about it too much. And you
Yeah.
got to remember as well, it's we never had all these grow lights and propagators and warming mats and shelves of growing 3 months early and all of this kind of stuff. Honestly, I have found that I get better result with waiting and putting them out at the end of April, early May, or the middle of April, early May, outside than trying to do stuff inside. I get a much better result. They're going out at the time that they would normally go out, and we were normally putting them out. And then doing the stuff for overwintering. Just understand that, yes, there's some stuff that goes out at certain times of the year. Just use those as they are. Look out. Hold on to your pants, Ginger.
Okay. Oh, look who's joined us.
Hey, Mr. Kettle Kitchen.
Just for clarification, blah, blah, blah was in reference to the young lady in the UK who's talking about growing in the greenhouse and having all the seeds, and then you're going to be boo. I haven't even put a seed in a pot yet. It's too early.
You're funny.
I just wanted to clarify the blah, blah, blah.
Okay. I was wondering what that was for.
Some people think I'm a mean, rude guy now. Thank you.
No. I just thought it was funny. Tony said blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Now, Rena said that Clyde's garden planner is great for knowing when and what to plant for every grow zone. I did get one of those a couple of years ago, and I really enjoyed it. I forgot about it till you just said that. And it's kind of like on a wheel thing where you can slide it out. And yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. She's in grow zone 5.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm in 6B. I don't get to touch anything.
Oh, shut up, Tony.
Suck it up, princess. Seriously?
Yeah.
What?
Don't be coming on here being naughty.
I'm on here being naughty.
Rude.
Yeah, you can get there are lots of resources out there that will tell you what to do in each month and all that kind of stuff. But honestly, it's only a guideline.
Yeah.
It really does depend on where you live.
Yeah,
and if you want to get the best information, go and find some old people that you know in your area that have an amazing garden, because they will tell you exactly what goes on in your area, because they've been doing it for decades.
Just for clarification, Annette, it's baby Jabba the Hutt. Ho, 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 ho. Han Solo. Ho, ho, ho,
This is not the video you see, Young Jedi.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny.
Brilliant.
That ain't happening. Sorry, I tried.
That is funny. Yeah, how cold is it there this morning, Tony?
26 this morning, and right now it's 29.
Wow.
Goodness heavens.
Yeah.
But it's pretty sunny.
I see why
the
ski wear.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very sunny. It's just cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerry Butler.
Cold.
Yeah, okay.
Tony just woke up. Don't poke the bear, Jerry. He just woke up.
I've been up for an hour and a half. I'm awake.
I'm sorry. Did you say 20s?
Yeah,
yes.
I did.
That's -6.
Yeah.
Not stuff off. I'm staying indoors.
Now you understand why our last frost date expectation isn't until the first week of June.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally get
So
it.
that's
I totally get
crazy.
it.
Oh, and in reality, just so everybody knows, or clarification more than anything, the question I'm asking is because we have stuff popping up everywhere,
Yeah.
but you're not supposed to, plant until after June 1st. So it was a legitimate question. I wasn't trying to stump anybody.
No, I totally get
Because
it.
Yeah.
it's like, how is this growing? Shouldn't it be dying off from the freeze over?
No, because this is stuff that is regional and natural to your area, so it knows when it's time to come up.
Okay. Climatized.
So if
Or
you've
if it's
got things that have worked themselves around so they're that hardy for your area, then they know exactly when to come up.
No, that makes sense. That I get.
Yeah.
well, and if you planted like those tulips you were showing us yesterday,
Right.
if you planted those and then they are well established, like
Yeah.
2 years ago, a year ago,
Right.
they will come up naturally when they're supposed to. Once they're well established, they'll just do it when
Then it's fine.
they're supposed to. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Just go
Yeah.
for it. Spring bulbs are great because they do come up. Snowdrops come up in January, February. Then you've got your daffodils in March, April. Then you've got your tulips at the end of March, April, May. So they're all coming out, and the bluebells start coming out in April, May.
Right.
So you can kind of tell what the weather and what the climate is doing by what's coming up when.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I just want to let you know, even though it's cold here, I drove into town yesterday to do something, and a lady's got a corner of her yard.
Yeah.
Probably, I'd say it's probably about 4 feet by 4 feet, full of bright, full yellow daffodils, white daffodils with pink inside.
Yeah.
The buttercup daffodils, and it just looks gorgeous, and I'm so jealous. I'm like, ah!
That is so beautiful to see.
Yeah, my big dream has been to have a garden that is big enough to have a piece of lawn or a field that I can actually go and drop bulbs in scatters.
Yep.
So that in the spring you start seeing all this. They just pop up almost wild-like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see what Suburban Hillbilly just said, our daffodils were done 2 months ago. That gives you an idea. Ours are just now in full bloom.
Yeah.
So we're about 2 months behind, say, Georgia in general. I don't know, every area is different, but to her, we're 2 months behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's also said my last frost date was March 31st.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine was April.
That'll tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Mine's like the first or second week in April. I'm a little north of her.
Yeah.
Oh, she said she's in 7B. Then I thought I was in 7B also.
Well, see,
I've also learned.
But we don't really use them over here. We don't really use those zoning system over here. So but we would be 8.
But this will give you an example. I'm in 6B. So is Danny Wicked Awesome Gardening.
Yeah.
Okay. But we can't grow the same things at the same time.
No.
Oh, that's true.
No, because it's all to do with your microclimate and all of that kind of stuff. So the zones are great, but it's only a rough estimate. And that's why we go by the frost dates over here, because they're more important than the zoning, because the zoning is for you guys because you have a lot bigger space to work in. If we had the zoning over here, especially up in say a 2 hour driving space, there's about 5 different zones.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so it's not worth doing over here because it doesn't make any sense to. So you're better off going and talking to those who have grown here for millennia. And just going by your frost dates and things like that. And he says that they've got beautiful sunny days at the moment, going to be 27 degrees Celsius here tomorrow. we had a partial solar eclipse today.
Oh, wow.
Just for the record, she's going into winter and it's nearly 30 degrees Celsius. Yeah, I love you though, honey.
Yeah. I will be right back, Blue.
Yeah, that's okay. Established plants will come up and they'll survive over winter without too much hassle because they know what they're doing. You know, they've done it before; they'll do it again.
Well, I think what's interesting is what you did say. You know, once they're in ground, they're established. They get used to the climate, and when they can come up, not come up. So that made a lot of sense when you said that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, what was this? Butler Family Farm. Hey, Tony, Dale told me you were 2 months behind everyone.
Yeah, I don't know how to take that, so I'm going to let that one go.
Oh yeah, fair enough. But you are though. It's true.
I don't know if he was speaking metaphorically or literally, because literally
I'm just taking it literally.
Okay.
You know.
Being in the armpit of Canada, there's a tendency for that to happen. I know, Jerry, you're fine.
Yeah, it's all good, dude. It's all fine. Yeah, so
and it would be something Dale would say, though, just being honest.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But it's all good. It's all good shenanigans. You just run a wait, Ginger. Where you going?
Yeah, I thought she'd be right back.
Yeah. We probably don't want to go following her. She's probably gone for a
a little girl visit.
She's gone for a little wee walk, probably.
Yes.
That's fine. Yeah. So yeah. So what are you up to this week, Mr. Tony? What have you got going on?
I just gotta finish. I have to finish my 4Rs video, so it's ready to go out, and I'm getting ready for tomorrow night's live.
Awesome.
So, and I'm not doing much other than that because my back's out now. So I'm just kind of taking it kind of really slow today. So
yeah, I can imagine. You have my pity.
Huh?
You have my pity. I made the fatal mistake because after I finished talking to you, I started doing writing and I kept going and kept going and kept going. Didn't finish until like 12:30. Realized I hadn't eaten anything. Went to grab some food, sit on the couch and eat it so I was away from the desk. 10 to 3, so 10 minutes before we're due to come on here, Tanny is ringing me. And I know calls from this guy who's been desperately trying to call me. Yeah, and he goes, "Are you awake now?"
Then that would explain why there's a message to you from Ginger. I get it.
I haven't even seen that message yet.
I was sitting in the green room going, Blue's usually here by now. Maybe I should send her a message. It was funny.
From about 2:00, just in case, So if we have a chance to chat beforehand and stuff. But Blue was sparkling.
Everybody's sending you well wishes, Tony.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
I'm about to feel better.
So I'm muting myself.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. So yeah, I came blowing in here.
Yes, she came in sliding in like Dark Lord Minute. I was like, "Ooh, you better grab a coffee, girl."
And then there's Tanny chuckling on the phone. He's letting him with the phone,
That's funny.
Yep, he did. It was funny.
That's hilarious.
Oh. So that's why we were a bit late.
It's
all my fault. I'm sorry, guys. I fell asleep. My lunch is sitting on the couch. My lunch is still sitting on the couch. I had like one bite.
Can I make a little announcement, a shameless plug for a 3-month long process?
Sure.
Oh, all right then, if you must.
Okay. Just so everybody knows, we have Marmalade May coming up, Jam It Up June, and Jar It Up July. Blue and I will be hosting those. And the letters for Marmalade May, actually, I'm going to send out letters for all three. If you're interested, pick one, pick two, or pick all three. I need to know whether you're interested. But I just wanted everybody to know those letters will be coming out through today and into tomorrow. So,
Yes.
okay.
Because it is a big one.
Yes.
Yeah. And everybody should have gotten their spring salad email yesterday, or if you were involved in that collab.
I found it.
Good. Good. Yes, we got the schedule up. Schedule is out and ready to go, and emails out with thumbnails and images, and yeah. So look for that in May. Also, starting in May, spring salads.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, did you see what Rita just popped up?
Yeah, I have daffodils and tulips blooming right now. My gladiolus are coming up. My lilac bush has buds. Hopefully, we don't have a hard freeze like last year. It killed most of the buds.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
We have
good.
three
Annie
lilac.
got it.
We have three lilac trees. They actually were bushes that turned into trees, and we had the same problem. It froze late, and it killed off most of the buds.
Wow.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah.
That really is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I'm going to unplug myself, and I'm going to walk y'all outside because I want to show you what I have that's blooming.
Oh, no. Everybody watch out. Ginger's now mobile and unplugged.
Uh-oh.
She's unfiltered, unscripted, and walking outside.
Unfiltered. I don't know about that one. You're always unfiltered.
Oh, she's
There's the pretty pergola. Okay, so
I love that.
My snowball tree.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Aren't they beautiful?
Oh.
They are so pretty. I know. I want to make a flower arrangement so bad. Some are white and some are still green.
Wow.
And they would make such.
Snowball tree.
I know. I love it. I see them around town, and so many other people have so many that are bigger than mine. So I keep trying to trim it back every year to make sure and then pick the blooms when I can, and then that way hopefully it'll get more.
Yeah.
But there you go. There you go.
Oh.
I actually have always seen the snowball flower, but I never knew it was a tree. I thought it was a bush. So I thought that was interesting. Yeah, when she showed me that the other day, I was floored by it.
What is that?
That's the peony, and it has ants on it.
Oh, wow.
Which is a good thing I learned yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited. And then I have another baby one right there that's about to come up and get bigger. And I noticed another one over here yesterday. So super excited for peonies this year. Yes. It's the one time that I'm not mad that ants are in my plants.
Yeah.
I said plants, Tony.
Yeah,
not plants.
Thank you. I was just sitting here like, what'd she say?
Plants, not plants. Plants. Okay. Now we're back.
Okay. I got to run to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, goodness.
Amazing. Oh, I'm so pleased for you. That's really cool.
Yes, super
I'm
excited.
excited to see what happens out the front this year because like I said, I'm not really a flower person. And, you know, I like flowering plants, but for me, I want to use up what little room I have with stuff that is going to be useful, you know?
Yeah.
But, or edible or something. But as it was pointed out to me, you know, that most plant and flowers are useful because they encourage the pollinators into your garden, which then and I'm like, yeah, okay. And I figured because we're in a really urban space here this year, we're a lot closer to main roads and stuff like that. I wanted to make sure that the pollinators had the best chance possible. So I put that bed together. But I didn't want one that I'm going to have to do every year.
That was very smart, though. I mean, especially the marigolds, they bring the pollinators. Man, they love and you can eat the marigolds. I've eaten the petals and salads. I ate one last year in my last chance cook-off video. I ate some marigolds. They're delicious. They really are good.
And you can dry the petals as well, and you can use them later on in the year, and you can have them in teas. They make really good dyes for different things. If you put them in with rice and stuff, but because you don't have saffron, it's a really good option. So you get that, still get that kind of like spicy orangeness to it, even if you don't have the saffron. But they make good teas and stuff, and they're really, really good for you as well. So, marigolds, they're something that have to go in as well. So normally I have marigolds. Yeah. I want to have violets as well because they remind me of my Nana Lucy, and as you guys know, I'm doing a series on my Nana Lucy's recipes. So I really kind of want to get some violets in this year at some point because they were her bestest favorite. And she used to crystallize them for cakes and things.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, Blue. I keep meaning to tell you, and shoot, I should have showed you when I was out there.
Yeah.
I had a lavender plant. Last year, I actually had 2 of them that I had gotten because I understand they're very good for mosquitoes. They keep the mosquitoes away.
Lavender?
A lavender plant.
Yes. Yeah.
They're very good to keep mosquitoes away. So I got 2, and then they died. And again, it's one of those things where, one has just a few little green leaves left. So I went and put it out in the block garden. That thing is coming back like a beast this year.
They do.
And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, lavender is one of those things that you think, oh no, it's dead, it's gone.
Yes.
We're done. But they keep coming back, and once they've been out there a couple of years, you're not going to have any issues with them. I've got something like 2 dozen of them at the moment.
wow.
Some of them I need to get ready for selling and stuff, but they're all coming back. They're all
they're so hard to germinate.
Stuff, but
if you want to start them from seed, it's really hard to get them to germinate. They're very persnickety. I mean, you've got steps. Yeah. So Suburban Hillbilly said the official name of the snowball. It's Snowball. Anybody else want to give that one a shot?
Viburnum.
Okay, thank you. Because I'm going to mess it up. We know that.
So I'm going to show my ignorance. Okay. Curiosity question.
Okay.
Lavender plant. If it was orange, would it still be called a lavender plant?
Yes.
I don't know. I've never seen an orange one.
White and pink lavender plants.
Okay, there you go. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
they were all lavender
white ones. So there's different varieties of different colors. It's actually the actual plant is the lavender. It's not to do with the color. The color is named after the plant.
Look at Seeker's comment. Oh, that cracks me up.
He popped in. He's been lurking in the back.
Oh, sweetie, how you doing?
Yes, hey Seeker.
That is so funny.
Okay, hold on to yourself for a second, Tony. I got to put this up because oh my gosh, roses keep elephants away. I've lived here since 1990. We've always had roses in the garden. I have never seen an elephant here.
And yes, Rena, ants in your pants are awful. I have had ants in my pants before.
Okay, end the conversation. Fun. Moving right along. Thank you very much.
I'm surprised you didn't chime in when we were talking about the seed-along earlier.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. He said, I'm going to let this one go. The door is wide open, but I'm not going to walk through.
Yep.
Thank you. I like Suburban Hillbilly. Maybe the color is named after the plant, not the plant after the color.
Yeah, the color is named after the plant, not the plant after the color. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Lavender has been around a lot longer than the color, shall we just say. So, yeah. But, I mean, like, lavender is very much of a generalization because it's very different between British lavender and French lavender and, you know, Spanish lavender and German lavender. And, you know, it depends on where you are in the world, what color it is anyway, and what shape the flowers are. It's all lavender. It's just slightly different wherever you go. And now we've got all these wonderful hybrids and things. You know, you've got pinks, you've got whites, you've got, you know, all kinds.
Yeah, hey, rooted in Texas. That's Nina and Boyce.
How you doing?
Did you guys? I want to make sure and verify I use the right email address. Give me a thumbs up in chat if you got your email yesterday for spring salads.
Yes.
I want to make sure because I had a Run Us Over Garden and Life email. Still, I didn't have a new one. So I want to make sure you got that email. Because you're in the schedule. You're in the collab and you're on the schedule.
Yeah.
But it's okay now.
Oh, good grief.
They're saying hello to everybody.
They are.
Butler got his. Butler Family Farm got theirs, I should say. Oh, 3 thumbs up. That means yes, yes, and yes. They got it.
Awesome.
Good job. Yay.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Ooh, it's so exciting.
Yeah.
So,
it is so exciting.
So we're almost at the end of our time.
Yeah, we've actually been going for 2 hours.
I know.
Usually we just kick it for about an hour plus.
No.
But
Ginger, that's a misrepresentation. You've been going for an hour and 52 minutes. That's not quite 2 hours.
oh, sorry. Oh, excusez-moi.
Just drink your coffee. Seriously, drink your coffee.
Don't get spicy with me.
Stop it.
Don't get spicy with me, Tony.
Don't make me spank you in a not fun way.
Yeah. Oh, and now he's just
gone.
decided, he's just gone. He just blocked us.
Gone.
I thought you put me in timeout, so I just went to my timeout space.
Go to your corner.
Timeout.
Go to
I'm
your
not
corner.
that kind of person. I'll just tell it to you and then it's over.
Okay.
I bet you that Nina and Boyce would be up for a seed along. You know, everybody plants the same seed.
I'm hoping since we have a change in our lineup, Nina and Boyce are able to join us tomorrow. And that was one of the questions I was going to ask them if they would be interested.
Ooh.
But Nina, if I remember correctly, said she was on board for it already.
Mr. Seeker.
Yes. And Annette, you are right. Both Ginger and Blue got out on the wrong side of the bed this morning. I agree.
No, that would be you, sir.
Drink your coffee.
Drink your coffee, she said. What was it that Suburban Hillbilly said earlier that she gets when she doesn't have food? The no food tube? He's got the no coffee tube. Ooh, that sounds good, Rita.
Yeah.
I have
I'm
always
anxious
wanted
for my red fragrant roses so I can make jelly. Oh, and it jumped on me. Last night I watched a video making lilac jelly. Surprise, same recipe for my rose jelly. Oh my gosh, that sounds so amazing.
Ginger, out of curiosity, just and I'm not trying to start anything Blue with anybody in chat or anything. It's legitimately a question for Ginger because of knowledge. Can we legitimately do a rose jelly that is safe here in the U.S.?
if you're asking me, well, okay, you said legitimate, as in
Meaning, is there an approved recipe for rose jelly? Because I know
legit to
people do it
quit.
all the time.
Well,
Sorry.
I don't know. If you'll hold on, I will check.
Oh, I thought maybe you knew. I didn't mean to make you leave. I just thought maybe you knew. My reason was that I have
No,
for years
because it
wanted
says
to.
in jellies and jams, I've never gone that direction, never looked for it, so I do not have in my head a legitimate.
Apparently, the lilac jelly was on C&C Farms.
Oh, really? Okay.
But it's exactly the same recipe for the rose one, except you swap the lilac for the roses.
I have always wanted to make a rose jelly or rose jam, depending on what you call it, and I just have never been able to find a recipe. So that's why I thought I'd ask, because I would love to try to do it, barring being able to find rose petals.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Nita and Boyce just said, I was down for the seed exchange and I work tomorrow. So
whatever. The nerve of some people working.
I know, how rude.
Okay.
Seeker also says that he got out the wrong side of somebody else's bed because his mug has an S on it.
For smackdown. Oh.
Everything that I see in here is with either a fruit or a vegetable. It does not include a flower.
Okay, we can talk about it later, Ginger. I thought maybe you might know off the top of your head. That's why I asked.
Now I can give you an illegitimate recipe.
I don't need any more illegitimate anything. Okay, I'm good.
But I mean, it's a legitimate recipe. If you just like put it in your fridge and then give it out as a gift, as far as a cold
refrigerator jam or jelly kind of thing. Okay.
Yes, exactly. Right. Now, as far as canning and shelf stable, no, I don't see one. But
okay. Thank you.
There is the other. You're very welcome.
Okay, now we can go back to the
done for Jam It Up June, wasn't there?
Say that again.
There was a honeysuckle one that was done for Jam It Up June.
And then there was. You are correct. And I'm almost at the point, at least for Marmalade May and Jam It Up June. Me and you haven't talked. We need to, but I'm really at a point where give us what you got. I'm really at a point that I just want to see the varying different types of things out there.
Yeah.
You know.
That's
yeah, because if you consider that, if you do consider that, there are a lot of people that would be up for making the jam, putting it in jars, putting it in the fridge, and then sharing it with others while they, have something in season. So, I mean, so there's nothing wrong with that. It's just the shelf stable part that you can't. It's hard to find.
If I could throw these two things in there, Rena LaRue said nothing in her book, so she's not finding it either. But Suburban Hillbilly said you could also do rose hip. Rose hip was all I've ever found, so I didn't know if that was the same thing I'm talking about or if it's something different. So.
Yeah, like floral jellies and stuff, you can do them in a like more traditional method that they are shelf stable. They will seal themselves. It's not a big deal, but you need to have a single piece lid for it rather than a two-piece lid because it's the heat that will help seal the jar because that's what we do over here in the UK is we just put hot jam in the jar or jelly or whatever. We put the lid on, finger tight, and then when it pops, then we just tighten it back up. And it takes and it does it. It's not a problem. And I've still got ginger jam or ginger marmalade from when I did it last year. Still on my shelf without a problem.
You stuck ginger in a jar? What?
Yes. I thought it was just Joey that was able to be in a jar.
Yeah, but I made you into marmalade. It was better.
Oh, okay. Well, much better. You left me a little chunky. Thank you.
Yeah, I left you nice and chunky, and I added lots of sugar.
There you go.
Okay. All right, you're over 2 hours, sister. I'll shut up now. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna go because this is like we've gone quite over.
Yes.
On mine.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Suburban Hillbilly. She said, how would rose petals be different than dandelion petals? Probably not, because all you're doing is making a tea out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, just do it the same way. You could do whatever edible flowers that you wanted in that way. But please make sure they're edible.
Honeysuckle.
Please make sure you know what you're doing first. And don't take any risks that you don't need to. Okay?
Yes.
Because that would be a bad thing. We don't want anyone,
Don't risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah.
Literally. Also, risk it to put it on a biscuit.
Yeah. And also understand that, yes, there are lilies out there that are edible, but not all lilies are edible. Be very careful of the variety that you're using. So be very careful. And some plants look like others. They're not the same. So, yeah. Just be very careful when you're playing with flowers and doing things like that, okay? Make sure you know what you're doing. All right. So thank you, Ginger and Tony, for being here today. And next week we are going to be on Miss Ginger's channel for Craft and Chat.
Yes.
Send us your pictures. We want your pictures, people. Come on.
That almost sounded like thank you, Ginger. Oh, and Tony.
Oh, and Tony. That's what it was.
Okay. I deserve that.
Bloo likes to keep it real, Tony.
Dude, I mean, seriously.
Oh, I know that.
So everybody have a really, really awesome rest of your day. Don't forget the collaborations going on there, whatever. And the 4-hour one that's coming out on the 22nd. There will be
Saturday.
On Saturday, which is there'll be a playlist on both Dale at 9 Acre Family Farms channel and my channel. So go find whatever you can. Okay. We will see you next week on Miss Ginger's channel at Not For Nothing Homestead. See you guys.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Rooted in Texas. I will look for it. Bye, guys. Bye. Have a great day, everyone.